Big Ed crossed the line with Darcey and her entire family on 90 Day Fiance before the 90-day tell-all. Oh my god, you guys, this is unbelievable, and honestly, at this point, I'm not even freaking shocked. I'm more just disappointed in TLC. Here is the scoop. We all know Darcey, obviously. Remember Darcey? She has two pretty young kids, but one of her daughters went on TikTok and shared that Big Ed was saying some stuff during the 90 Day Fiance before the 90-day tell-all. Do you remember that tell-all? It was an insane tell-all. It was virtual. Yes, Darcey was there, because if you don't remember, Darcey was actually on that season with Tom. She was there for like a couple seconds, but Darcey was at the tell-all, so was Big Ed, and yes, according to Darcey's daughter, Ed was saying some unbelievable stuff. So here it is, boom, right there. She posted this on TikTok saying, "My mom is Darcey Silva. During the season 4 tell-all, Ed, he being Ed, made a comment on how attractive my younger sister and I were, and it made us both very uncomfortable." She goes on to say uncomfortable. Then she goes on to say, "I am now 16 and she is now 14. You guys. Obviously, we weren't there. We were not behind the scenes. We don't know for sure what was said, but I can tell you guys one thing. I mean, I don't want to pick sides here, but it's like, Ed does not have a good track record. I don't know if you guys already know, but there was a person coming out on TikTok like a year ago, literally when Ed first went crazy on social media, 90 Day Fiance, there was a lady coming out on TikTok saying that, you know, that a bunch of really awful things went down with him, and she had a whole story to tell. And honestly, just tell you guys, I've been talking to her recently about having her come on the channel, so that just stay tuned for that. I've been trying. She's been trying. It's just we've had really just not, you know, we have not had good schedules that have meshed together well. But my whole point being is she's going to come on the channel pretty soon and share what went down with Ed. So that's the first thing. But the other point too is this is not Ed's first rodeo. I just don't understand. Assuming this is all true, and obviously we're just reading these messages from TikTok. We don't know for sure. So we can't stand here and say this is for sure true. This is coming from Darcey's kid. But still, it's like Ed knew these people are not, you know, they're not in their 20s or anything like that. It's like, I mean, come on. If she was 16 and 14 now, I think one of them actually, ironically, just had her birthday yesterday. So I think the 14-year-old just turned 15. I'm positive. Darcey put it on her social media. It's kind of hilarious timing. But, so she's now 15. But this was filmed, we're in middle of May. The thing aired in May. So that means it was filmed probably in like, I mean, March, maybe April, probably like April timeframe. And so she was like, what, 13 years old? And the other one was like, you know, I don't know, 15 years old. So it is just unbelievable. I can't believe it. He didn't cross the line, y'all. He ran thousands and thousands and thousands of miles past the line. And it's like, when is TLC going to stop the guy? That's what I'm saying. I'm not shocked because honestly, like I was saying, this is not his first rodeo. I'm more just honestly at this point disappointed. We know he gets great views for 90 Day Fiance, but when are they going to cut this guy off? Really? Seriously? That doesn't sound cool. The stuff he was making, I mean, she even said it made him uncomfortable. Come on, stop it. So kind of a weird, crazy, serious thing. I don't know. Pretty freaking disgusting and wrong. And at this point, honestly, it's just kind of sad. And while we're talking about the good old Darcey, that kind of begs the question, where has Darcey been? Because if you don't already know, like 7 or 8 months ago, we saw Darcey on her own literal show with her sister Stacey. Darcey had her man Georgie. Stacey had her man Florian. And so we already saw that. And that was like 7 or 8 months ago. And if you don't also already know, they had an incredible season. Well, let me use my infamous air quotes. They had an incredible season. I don't know how true that is, but the president of TLC literally went out on a press conference and said this was one of the best spin-off series we have ever had. The views were unbelievable of Darcey and Stacey season 1. I was kind of shocked because you know what? No. Okay, it was a really bizarre season, but for how, under the circumstances, how we were in the middle of a pandemic and how I didn't think much was going to go down. It was better than I thought. That's all I'm going to say. But apparently the views and everything was just absolutely amazing. And so they immediately renewed for a season 2. And the president of TLC said we're going to do a season 2 and it's going to come in 2021. Now, obviously, we're not done with 2021 by any means. But I'm kind of like, where is this show? Because apparently, according to Darcey, who was on 90 Day Bears-All, it was already been filmed. If you don't already know, she was on 90 Day Bears-All on the Discovery Plus show thing. And she told Sean, the host, which real quick, let me just say, can't stand her, but she told Sean that, yeah, the season 2 was unbelievable. she kept saying all this stuff that you won't believe is going to go down. We even got to see a sneak peek. So it's filmed. It's done. I don't understand, for the love of God, what is the wait? When is this thing going to air? So I don't know if I don't know if they canceled it. I really doubt it. If anything, maybe they're just waiting till, I really don't know. Maybe they're waiting till a certain time. Maybe they have to wait till summer. Maybe they're waiting for more drama to happen within them, because if you do look at Stacey, Darcey's sister's social media, she married that Florian guy. A big drama with her was the fact that Florian totally cheated on her. Like, there's no questions asked. Florian cheated on Stacey. There was picture proof. There was even actually video proof. So yeah, it happened. So that was a big drama, obviously, but that seemed real. Like, that drama really seemed real. Florian, I think, really did cheat on Stacey. So my whole point is, how are they going to kind of, bring that same level of drama? So maybe they're kind of waiting for more drama to happen. Maybe they're still filming, maybe more. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, if we already got to see a sneak peek of the season on 90 Day Bears all like months ago, and the last season was done like 7 or 8 months ago, when is this new season going to come out? So I'll keep you all up to date if I hear anything else. Also, real quick, yes, if you don't already know, Darcey and Georgie, they were on again, off again, so that will probably be a pretty big drama. They have gone back and forth a few times since the actual last season aired, but in present day, Georgie literally just posted a picture like a day ago with Darcey, so I guess right now in present day, they're still together. Do I think they're gonna get married? Possibly, and honestly, that'll more than likely happen on the show, because what else will happen? But either way, more on that later. What I want to talk about next is we do have some more drama with 90 Day Fiance, and that is actually with Colt and Vanessa. We all know them. They just got engaged. Like, actually, that's the funniest thing. They got engaged like a long, well, it was kind of long. It's been a good 7 or 8 months ago, but it just aired on 90 Day Fiance, the single life show. They are now engaged. They are still engaged in present day, and the interesting thing is a picture leaked that made people believe that Vanessa is pregnant. Now, unfortunately, boo-hoo, cry me river, I don't have the picture. I could not find it. I saw it on an Instagram story. I can't remember who, so I'm sorry I can't share, but I can explain it to you guys. This is all it was. It was a picture of Colt with Hulk Hogan. Yes, the same Hulk Hogan from WWE's son. They're like buddies. I think they're cousins. I think like Debbie, I don't know how, but somehow Colt is like related to the Hogans or something just really weird like that. And honestly, I'd be lying if I said I was even shocked, but somehow they're related. They're somehow friends or cousins or something. And so I think his name is Nick Hogan. So yes, Colt and Nick were together in a picture with their guts out, and they had, of course, we've all seen Colt. His gut is not small by any means. And so they were pointing at it, like they were saying, like, there's a baby or I'm pregnant or something like that in there. And then we could also, then we saw another picture with Nick Hogan's lady and Vanessa. And Nick Hogan's lady, I feel like, was trying to kind of cover up Vanessa, kind of. And then, I don't want to say she looked pregnant, but just the way she was dressed and the thing that Colt and Nick were doing. Then the picture, I think, got taken down. And so that kind of possibly tells me there's a chance she is pregnant. Now, obviously, we do know that Colt and Vanessa are, they're certainly trying. And when I first heard it, I said, oh, there's no way. Then I realized, wait, yes, there is a way, because Colt's still pretty young. I'm sure he wants to have a kid or two. He definitely seems like he wants to stay with Vanessa for the time being. And I don't see why else not. Like, honestly, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, she probably is pregnant, because they probably want to have a family. They're probably gonna, for the time being, they will probably stay together. If you don't already know, I don't know why, but Debbie is like obsessed with Vanessa, so more than likely, there's a pretty good chance that Vanessa might be pregnant. And if she is, we can come back to this video and I can say, ha ha ha, I told y'all so. Well, before I sign off for the day, one last thing I want to kind of talk about. Well, it's kind of unrelated. I just think this is so funny, and maybe I shouldn't talk about it. Okay, a couple of things. Number one, the first thing is the interview stuff. I reached out to Ed's now ex-girlfriend, Liz, from 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life. She came on this channel. We did an interview. I thought it was really fun. I thought no one was going to give a crap, and then it ended up, like, doing pretty good. People, because the thing was, I feel like when I first interviewed her, she wasn't talked about much on the show, and then everything kind of went crazy. So it was fun timing. It was a great interview, but now that all the drama spilled, because if you didn't see the interview, she kind of kept saying, well, we have to wait until so she could answer certain questions about, you know, just a lot of stuff. Well, now we all know her and Ed are not still together. Their tell-all is actually going to air tomorrow. So I reached out like a week ago, and she just got back to me yesterday. And now the moment of truth is she said she wants to come back on. So now I want to ask you guys, do you have any questions I can ask her? I've already asked her the obvious ones. What is Ed like? And I asked her the obvious questions that didn't involve their relationship, but now it's over. It's done. They're not together anymore. They are certainly not friends by any means. I think honestly they're like, you know, kind of almost enemies, because she completely called him out. He like indirectly called her out. There's a lot of weird stuff going on behind the scenes. See, I don't know if I should say this, but okay, I'm going to say this. Someone that is affiliated with Ed reached out to me, not even really closely affiliated, but someone reached out to me and said, hey, you should check out this guy who was Liz's ex-husband who was bad-mouthing Liz. So I'm not saying that they're like enemies, Ed and Liz, but I am saying someone from Ed's side did kind of want me to talk about the stuff that's coming out about Liz, which I did in my video like last week. Because there's rumors that Liz is, you know, I don't know, god-awful parent and all this kind of stuff. That is what, and that she was cheating on Ed and all this kind of stuff. So my whole point is this. I don't think Ed is happy. I think he is just kind of keeping his lips sealed because the tell-all has not aired. And he probably wants to look like he's Mr. Nice Guy, when in reality it's like he's just as mad and he's just using his friends to try to kind of get the bad word about Liz out there. So, a lot of different stuff. My whole comment was, if you guys had any questions you want me to now ask Liz, now that we now know and she can talk about that she's not with him, how their relationship went, I am still legitimately curious. And of course she won't answer it, but I am just curious. It's like, what did you really see in the guy? Because we all knew he was a narcissist. He's not the best looking guy. What did you really see in him? Like, you can't say it's personality. That's the thing for me. And maybe his personality is different off camera, but it's like, can you really say that personality, the personality who seems so full of himself, he seems so cocky, that personality you fell in love with? So that seemed kind of weird and fishy to me. But besides that, I want to hear from Liz. So if you have any questions for Liz, let me know. Well, guys, 90 Day Fiance, like I also said, I'm trying to get this woman who had some really bad experiences with Ed, and she's been going on TikTok and whatnot. I've been trying to get her to come on the channel. I think pretty soon, maybe next week or so, she'll be coming on. Well, y'all, life, it's up, it's down. I don't know why I'm getting on motivational lately, but life is up and down. But I'll tell you guys one thing. If you can read behind me, I'll do a little bit of a zoom in, even when you're down, because right now I'm a little bit down. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm a little bit down. And honestly, I don't know, why am I saying that? Let's cancel that. I'm not down. I'm happy. You know what? I'm such an idiot. Okay. I need to start putting good energy out in the world. I'm not down. I'm just a little, I'm at, what's the word? I'm at a little bit of a speed bump with some other stuff personally. Relationshiply, I'm just in a kind of a, what's the word, burnt out, kind of a bored, sad, kind of a stage of my life. But that's the past tense. I was now new, and my point being is amazing things are happening, y'all. In this world, whether it's up or down, amazing freaking things are happening. So I need to stop using, we're good. We are good. Sorry for that little bit of a rant, but life is good. Life is amazing. Life is turning around. Amazing freaking things are happening. I love you guys all so much, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.